you got to remind us of our co-op theme too.
Yeah. So,
And intros.
Oh man. Okay. We're streaming.
Yeah.
We're live here. You know what I want to do though? Haven't you watched other streams? They all start out really awkward with people doing like looking around like, what am I doing? You gotta
I totally
tell
haven't.
people where we're at. Yeah,
And
so
who we are. Wow.
it's grassroots economic organizing. Oh, I can't. Shoot, it's gonna. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing here so I can do some stuff.
Well, you're bringing the awkward. Gosh, this is good.
It's grassroots economic organizing. We had a thought that maybe we try something a little bit different, maybe try to reach a little different audience than we normally do. And so maybe doing some game night stuff. I know gaming in general is big, and I'm a chess fan. Matt is a chess fan, and we've played, I don't know, 1,000 games or something at this point. And him and I, so we thought, hey, let's see if we can do some chess. And fortunately, we've had one other person from our group who could join us tonight and was interested in doing this. So I'll say it. My name's Josh Davis, and yeah, I'll pass on to one of you. Pick it up while I tweet. Or not tweet, but, toot.
All right, Stizzi.
I'm gonna be honest. I hear an echo of mine because there's two double live. But do you guys hear echo?
I don't.
Wow. Okay. Let's see if I'm gonna try to do this. But yeah, my name is Stizzi, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing the introduction, but I do hear an echo on mine.
Do you?
If you guys don't hear it,
can you tell who it's from?
Here, let me mute myself, and we'll find out.
Yeah, does that make a difference? Are you still hearing an echo?
Let's see.
Okay.
Is it me?
Okay. I mean, are you hearing any echo when Matt was muted? Does it change?
What I would do is, honestly, I would just skip me over. Don't even worry about Stizzi right now. If you guys don't hear the echo, you guys go ahead and do it. Because I hear it, but I'll try to figure it out on my side.
All right. See if it has any thing there. I'm Matt, to whom Josh referred, because we played a gazillion chess games, and he wins. He kind of beats me 2-1 pretty much at this point. So it's great, though. I have fun, and I learn a lot. And we're going to do something new that I haven't done before tonight that I'm totally excited by. And we're also going to talk about co-ops.
We are. Stizzi's device got disconnected, which might throw a little bit of a kink into our plans here.
Can you bring him back? Does he have to log in again or what?
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
But now I'm hearing an echo.
You hear it?
Is that from you? I think it's from you, Matt.
Is it? I don't know. Oh boy, what do I? Oh, wait a minute. No,
I don't hear it when you talk.
If the YouTube tab is open.
No, I don't have the. I'm looking at it, but I'm not. Yeah.
I mean, I have a second window open, but only the chess game is in it, so it shouldn't be picking up any sound.
Maybe there's just a little feedback from your speakers to your microphone or something, but it's very minor for me. All
right, I'll mess with the balance and see if I can move it away from where the speaker is, and we'll see. We'll see what we can do.
Okay, so we're gonna try something. If people are familiar with hand and brain chess, that is usually it's 2 versus 2, and each team, one person states which type of piece is going to be moved, and then the other person decides which specific piece to move, and then where to move it. So, one person would say pawn, and the other person would say, okay, I'm going to move pawn to d4 or whatever, or pawn to e4. And so we've only got 3 of us, so we're going to do a little different version of this. We're going to try Stizzi being the brain for both of us. And so Stizzi is going to just say the type of piece to move, and Matt is playing the white. He's Dinabe or Dinabe. I never actually know how to pronounce that, Matt. Dinabe. And yeah, and so Stizzi's going to say which type of piece to move, and then Matt and I are going to do the rest, and we're going to see how this goes, and then chat about co-ops while we're doing it. So I'm trying
what's
to
our
move
co-op
Stizzi
theme, by the way?
into the middle. There we go.
Yeah.
What's our co-op theme?
Didn't we have a theme?
No. Well, we don't know. We don't have a theme. We don't need to have a theme. Okay. I need to. I want to talk. I want to rant about AI a little bit, but apart from that, but let's start. Let's start with the chess. Let's see how this goes, and make a few opening moves here to get things going. So
okay, all right.
Who's going first? Is it white? White goes
white goes first.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, of course I'm gonna say pawn, even though you could move a different piece. But we're gonna say pawn first. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And all right, so
pawn.
So my headphones are running out of juice here. I'm gonna have to go to the wired ones. All right, so Stizzi, what type of piece should I move? It's pawn or knight. There are only 2 options.
Right. Pawn.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I need to. Yep, I move over here.
Okay.
We're going for the symmetrical.
Yep. Pawn. All right.
Okay.
What's going to be the topic for discussion? You said AI.
Yeah, well, the AI stuff is popping. Obviously, there's a lot of conversation just all over about, right? It's everywhere, and I think there needs to be at least one voice out here saying to co-op people specifically, do not buy the hype. You don't need to spend a bunch of money on some AI tool to maybe do something. Like it's like crypto. It looks bad, and it's bad from a whole lot of different reasons. But anyway, what type of piece should I move?
Pawn
as well. Okay. Let's go there.
Okay. Matt, we are going to move. That's a bishop.
All right. Let's see.
You got two that you can move there. But while Matt's thinking there, I'll say that's an interesting move, Matthew.
This is gonna be slow. This is gonna be a mess, Josh. I gotta tell you. Not because of you, Stizzi, but because of me. I'm like, how do I wrap my brain around this?
Like the obvious big main thing with AI is, I mean, to me anyway, is the environmental footprint. It's just like, what exactly are you getting out of this product?
Right. Yeah.
And what is the resource burn that's required for it? And so That's one thing, but there's many others. What do you think?
Yeah.
As far as AI or the chess piece?
I think about either.
Either one. Or both.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna give you a pawn to move, and
pawn again. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I like it.
And
What's he gonna do?
as far as AI, I mean, there's a lot of betting on AI for us here in America, and
sorry, I just moved without even waiting to be told what to do.
Matt,
I can ask for a take back.
I thought Bishop.
No, my bad. You're free.
All right.
Whatever you think. It's all good.
All right. I'm going to give you a bishop. I mean, no, not a bishop. Actually, I'm going to give you, you're going to move another pawn. Is that good?
All right. Thank you. All right. That's better.
Yeah, but it seems like AI has to, I mean, the corporations that are leading the pack here with AI has to like develop a household name kind of product, and they're banking on that, which nobody understands what that looks like, what exactly that can be. And so we're pouring all this money into it and open up all these gigafactories and taking up all this water, destroying the land or in the areas of the gigafactories. So, I mean, there's a lot of breaking before I don't know what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that to me has been, I mean, that's been one of the most hilarious parts of this is watching the people who are trying to sell it and try to answer the question, what is this for? What are people supposed to do with it? Where's the big value? And it's just like, well, people can figure something out, mess around with it. See, and the things that they actually come up with are things that are not that, it's like you summarize an email or something like this. Very low. And then when you look at the actual output, which I've unfortunately had to do, I guess, because a guy that I'm friends with is kind of very into this stuff, and he's very impressed with it. But it's so you get this massive like pages and pages of text that's often it's got a lot of incorrect stuff in it, or even the people trying to sell it, OpenAI, I believe it was, just with their recent study showed they had like they're trying to get their LLM to summarize the news. And so even just asking that LLM to summarize the news, they got it wrong. The LLM got it wrong 40% of the time. And so but like Chris, one of our members, was mentioning that he had just been to, there had been some nonprofit like consultant firm that had just put on, it's a webinar, some, presentation for people, for co-ops specifically and nonprofits, how to get in on the AI stuff. So it's definitely being sold to people, just like the crypto and the DAO stuff was being sold trying to be sold to co-ops. Didn't see much uptake on that, fortunately, but I think people need to be just as skeptical of the AI. But anyway, I'll stop
Josh,
talking. And
I'm gonna give you. We're gonna move another pawn. How about that?
You like these pawns? Yeah. Okay, we'll do a pawn. We'll do a pawn. What do I want to do?
Am I creating a lot of vulnerability here? When you move the pawn,
I mean,
are we creating vulnerability?
No. Well, that's up to me to make sure we're not creating vulnerabilities.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this is totally. So, I was in a meeting just the other day with really great people, like super great activist organizer types, who will remain nameless for the moment for the purposes of this. But one of them was like, oh, is it okay if I use the AI to summarize the meeting? The meeting was on Zoom to begin with, which I was a little annoyed by because I'm just like, man, you don't have to use these tools. They're perfectly okay tools that are out there that aren't Zoom, right? That aren't going to be part of this grand surveillance capitalist thing. Anyway, it's on Zoom. Like, okay, whatever. And then the person's like, "Can we use the surveillance thing and the AI?" And I was like, and I said why I thought we shouldn't. But then I also was like, "Look, I'm not religious about this. I'll be flexible." But I was a little bit surprised that even after I had said why I thought it was a bad idea, the person who suggested it just went ahead. And it was interesting to me because it was kind of like some image of convenience was sort of trumping the fact that I had a serious concern that wasn't even addressed, and that he understood what the concern was. He got it. And then I read the transcript afterwards, and yeah, it's kind of like if somebody was in the meeting and really misunderstood a lot of what the conversation was. So like some of it is verbally sort of accurate and they'd missed the nuance. So something that was said either ironically or just said, and the obvious implication is X, and they just went for Y. So it's actually not even a useful summary. It's like I imagine if this person is doing it all the time and that's the summary of meetings that they're reading, what chaos is this inserting into people's communication?
What I want to know too is who's even reading. I don't think anybody is reading a lot of this stuff. I think people like that, they're making the AI summaries. They don't read them. Nobody else reads them. Somebody like gets them emailed to them. They're like, okay, great.
Yeah.
And I mean, because at this point, I've read a number of academic papers from like academic people who I think would care more about their reputation.
Right.
That look to me to be obviously like nobody read this. Did anybody actually like read this thing through? There's even in that presentation about, from the people trying to push AI on co-ops and nonprofits, there were some real obvious like typos. I was showing Vic one that I thought was hilarious. Like in this presentation on their last slide, there's like how to stay informed about AI. Here's some different sources you can read. One of their sources, they had like Wired magazine, and then they had Medium. Medium, the blogging platform. They said, yeah, read Medium to stay up to date on AI stuff. It doesn't even make any sense. It makes no sense. Like, I think an AI must have made that slide, but these are not serious people. And that's why I think nobody's looking at any of this stuff. It's just going through the motions. But unfortunately, a lot of money is being spent, and I just don't want it to be co-op money,
So it's like more enshittification is basically, but it's hitting closer to home. But I want to know, Vic, like, what does it mean? You're an artist, you're a creative person, you're a designer, you're somebody who like does create content and uses your brain. What's between your ears to do it? Plus other people who you're in conversation with, right? Like it's a very human activity. But how is it looking from your seat? That's what I want to know. Because it's like all over. I mean, all that junk that's on the internet now in terms of like graphics, AI graphics everywhere, and AI stories.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Marvel comics, and so I see a lot of these like AI generated Marvel images, comic images, and I comment and I say, who's the artist? And then I say, are we still sharing AI stuff when all of these incredibly underpaid artists have work? I'm very proactive in shaming because a lot of artists, especially in the comic book industry, has got screwed over, and like art gets stolen. Is very common, and like even from each other. There's like artists need to be respected. And so this kind of thing that's happening within the culture, it's just not a good thing. And, there's amazing work out there, incredible work. So, I appreciate the question. As a visual artist, I mean, it doesn't meet the standard anyways. There's like some stuff that you can do that you absolutely have no control over. So it's just kind of like you just like type in words and like it creates a thing. Cool. Like it's irrelevant. It's very irrelevant. So who's it's Matt? Matt, I'm gonna give you
Matt's turn.
Yeah, it's my turn.
I think I'm gonna say Night.
Night. Okay. I'm with you.
Yeah, Matt. Oh,
Yeah. Now,
okay.
I'm really curious if it does ever, like, I don't think it will, but be implemented within cooperative culture, and not in a grand, like, systemic way.
Oh, I bet it. I bet it will. Like,
Mm.
if you think of like all the co-op development literature that's out there, I could totally see someone using AI to write bylaws, or someone using AI
Yeah.
to
What a
do
terrible idea.
right, or come up with a governance structure, like map out our governance structure, or even plan our wage rates or our, you know, you picture an AI sociocracy mashup. Wouldn't that be terrifying, right? Like AI generates a sociocracy structure of circles for your organization. I mean, I think it's like so lazy and it's so easy for people to just say, let me have the first draft. People say like, I'll do the first draft with AI and then I'll look over it and check it, right? But imagine like when you write something, the first draft is where you're doing all the work, right? I mean, you're doing a ton of mental work to try to get your ideas straight. And there's a ton of nuance in things like, even things like bylaws. There's just a ton of nuance in those discussions. And imagine if just for the sake of time, you just let ChatGPT do right basically everything it's scraped from all the different co-op stuff around the world, and it just comes up with some crap that
and you'll have a set of bylaws that's 50 pages long and nobody will read it because it's, it's bylaws, but then it's also like overly long because it was written by AI. And then when you actually have to use it, it's like making all of the normal problems that you have with like, we don't know what's in the bylaws until we got to use them, like even worse. Like it's just ramping. It's it's like the opposite of best practices. It's like, oh, how can we do worse practices for making our documentation? How can we do it so nobody's actually read it?
Exactly. How can we make sure that nobody has worked through these ideas?
Right.
So,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And and you're right. Yeah, the AI will do the first draft and I'll correct it. Like, who wants to do that? Like, as somebody who has to do some editing on other people's writing, like at least when like it's a person, you know what they're trying to get across and stuff like that. But it's like you're just taking the random stuff generated by this, the slop generator, the text generator, and trying to turn it into something. Like, why? What is the point of doing that? And again, they're so verbose. Every time my friend puts one of his questions or has the LLM, the chatbot, do something for him, it's always like page after page after page of text.
Right.
So anyway, what kind of piece should I move, Mr. Stizzi?
Oh, let's see. All right. Let's go with a bishop.
Let's go. All right. We'll go with the obvious fianchetto, the bishop.
Ooh. Oh, man.
The fancy chess words.
Are you having fun, Stizzi? How does it feel on your end?
Oh, man. I'm feeling the pressure.
Oh, no.
No, it's
you
good.
Can't let yourself win.
But this is cool. This is cool.
Sharing a brain. Yeah. Maybe that's what we'll call this.
I know.
Title the stream Sharing a Brain for Chess. Shared brain chess.
Let's see.
Dang, we could have an AI doing that.
I mean, don't think about it too much because you can't know where he's going to move it, or
believe me, you have no control of what kind of crazy stuff I'm going to come up with.
At least not right now, only because I'm not familiar with the moves. But I expect that understanding chess a little bit more, you'll be able to understand what choices are really there, which I don't have any concept of that.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's good.
Yeah, that's the fun of it. You gotta figure it out.
Cool. Cool.
Okay, what do
All
we
right,
do
so
with that?
we'll go with a knight right now.
A knight?
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see.
All right, you gonna develop your other one, Matt? Are you gonna move in?
Yeah, I'm
With
developing.
the already developed one, that's probably the right move, I would say. I don't know where you're going.
I've
with
been
that.
enjoying those Anna Kremling videos, Josh.
Oh yeah, did I get you hooked on Anna Kramling?
She's
Yeah.
funny, and it actually is
She's
pretty
great.
helpful. I
Yeah.
find
Oh,
it
she's
goes.
great.
I learn a lot watching her commentary about the games. It's light. It's not too
Mhm.
heavy theory, but at the
Yep.
same time, pretty incisive. And the games are quick, which is good.
Yeah.
But it's also
Yep.
I like the culture. Like she's like, I appreciate how nice the players are to each other.
Yes. Yeah. It's all very wholesome with Anna, and and her parents are both grandmasters. Her mom Pia was maybe the first woman grandmaster, or one of the first, like in the modern era. So, yeah, they're real. Yeah, she's great for chess content, I gotta say.
But I
Plugging
definitely
Anna
see
Kramling.
it's a good way to measure how little you know watching her play a 3-minute game. And you're just like,
Oh
oh
yeah.
Jesus.
All right, Stizzi, tell me what I should move here.
Gotcha. I got you, Josh. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go with a bishop.
Okay, let's see. I'll deploy my other bishop out there. I like this.
Okay.
So anyway, we've talked about AI. We don't like AI. We want co-ops to stay away from AI. Anything else? Yeah.
Yeah, just my question on AI is this, it's the perennial question we have, which is like, it's the swimming against the current thing. Like, how do we, even in the circles of people who we're closest to, convince people that just say no, like we don't have to do this. Like, so for example, in my conversation the other night, I could have just insisted. I could have just said, look, I'm out. If we're going to do this, I just think it's that wrong. We shouldn't do it. But I drew the line at sort of like, I'm going to say it, but I'm going to be flexible. So I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, like, should we be just total hard asses about it in order to push the envelope that way? Or do we have to, convince people or something?
Yeah, it's a tough question. I mean, it's obviously going to have to take it on a case by case basis. I would think probably no right answer for every situation. Like, okay, so here's I told you I got a friend who uses LLMs like a lot, and normally I would like not have any understanding why you would do such a thing, but he has health issues that make communicating difficult for him and getting out difficult, and just a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And so, and then he's also like a techie guy. Like he's like of the old school. Like he was probably doing ham radio stuff back in the day. So like anything tech he's into. And and I found the same thing with another woman who I'm friends with who's blind, and she ends up using not like these kind of tools. She's talking to her phone a lot using the voice assistant, which again, I was always just kind of like, I don't know why anybody would do that. But then seeing her use of it, it's like, oh, that I see exactly why somebody would do that if they're blind, if they have vision impaired or something. And and hanging out with a lot of older people and people with health issues, that it's like, oh, I can see where these tools can actually be really useful for people, some of them, but in a very like narrow, in a very narrow band. I feel like I'm worried about the one guy that he's gonna just gets too obsessed with it or something. But
has he fallen in love with his AI?
No, thankfully not. But it's I don't know. When somebody has something that, even if it's just like mildly useful to them, and it's like, you don't want to say like, I mean, shouldn't use it.
Right.
I just keep hoping that the
That's a good point.
finances of it are going to make it not like it's going to go away. But I thought Uber was going to go away because the financial situation, and it hasn't yet. So
No, Amazon
I'm-
too. They went decades losing money.
yeah. So I'm still though hopeful that the bottom will fall out of it before,
No
and that will
way.
keep people from getting too into it. But it's
No way.
I don't know.
It's-
I mean,
it's-
again, I'm not like gonna not be friends with somebody or something because they're into this stuff, even though I think it's not great at all. And then some people who are getting some value out of it, like
yeah.
at least I have some aspect of it. Like I said, the voice assistants, it's like it's kind of all gotten muddy. Like the voice assistant is now also and just an interface for an LLM chatbot, it seems like.
Oh yeah, right. It is getting muddy. It's true because they're inserting the AI kind of functionality into
everything.
things that don't require it, so it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is their attempt at trying to make it mainstream. And I think it's funny that I think it's interesting that you mentioned the accessibility part of it, which I think is very good and very cool. I didn't even think. I mean, I thought about it here and there, but like never really saw it open up to the world of accessibility. But I think that's a really good place to have that there, if it is making it a lot more convenient for people who want to engage more in this way. And then like there is an app called Handy, which is a like word speak to text type of thing, and it's one that you install on your computer, so it's running on your GPU instead of
the
the
cloud.
cloud, which is why another reason why I say that like this kind of like mass marketing is probably not going to work, because there is already so many LLMs that are like, it's yours, it's open source, and you run it on your hardware, and so there's that. And then as far as like industry wise, I mean the only people who would say like this is okay for me are programmers. Outside of programmers, I mean, the more consistent you use it, the more you find out that it's absolutely not reliable. And I mean, I'm a techie myself. I do coding and programming, and so like utilizing the LLMs, it's very frustrating. And I mean, it's so frustrating that I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
there.
I mean, I think the place where we might see, I mean, what's they call expert models. Like we use a service called Trent to help do our transcripts, right? Which is basically, it's some kind of AI type thing. Automated transcripts, but then I go through, or somebody goes through and reads the whole thing and does a whole bunch of corrections, which you have to do because it screws up a whole lot of things and it gets the speakers wrong and stuff. But it does help because we don't know anybody who's a fast enough typist anymore to like just be able to listen to an interview and create.
Save you a ton of time.
It has saved us a ton of time. But again, I, having used it a bunch, know how unreliable it is, and that and it is like it's very tedious work to go through and like read the automatic transcript and looking for all the the mistakes. So but it has been a useful tool. So I think there's room for place for things like that, for tools like that. But
well, I mean, it's predictive text, right? So for translation, it makes a ton of sense. It's like it's not going to give you a legitimate translation, like not one you can rely on. But like you know, if I got a tech email from somebody and it was in Urdu and I can't read it, I would definitely throw it into a translation machine. And I know that I'd get 70%, you know, I'd be like in the ballpark
Right.
to at least understand what it's about. I feel like those usages are, you know, as long, depending on the environmental demand of them, but otherwise they're not like obscene uses of the machinery. But
Right.
some of the others are just, especially where it's utterly unnecessary and then just makes things worse. But you know, one thing, Vic, you said that reminded me when I read the book Surveillance Capitalism, Shoshana Zuboff's book. She makes the point, which or maybe this was in Nick Cernasek's book also about platform capitalism. That's probably what it was. A huge part of computing and of the internet and of platforms is internal to large manufacturing, and it's the way that they manage the production process. So there's a huge amount of computing that is dedicated to managing all of the coordination within a given company. So like 3M or whatever it is, or like DuPont or whoever, anybody who's producing on this big industrial scale, they're managing their production schedule, the flow of their production, the inventory management, all this stuff. Huge cloud consumption for them because they have constantly updated data from every single part of their production process, and it all has to be available in real time for monitoring and for you know, kind of streamlining their approach. So I'm imagining there must be a ton of AI going into that zone, and I wonder what it's doing. Like, I wonder what kind of, I wonder how long it'll take before people say, "Oh my God, this is messing us up," or before it gets to where it does what they want it to do.
Yeah, I don't know how sophisticated LLMs are for data management and stuff like that, but I'm also I love data. The data space, data engineering, and like you know, messing with PostgreSQL and you know, and I would say that, well, you know, mostly that's code. Code manages all of that, but I would not be surprised if these organizations had, or these corporations had, you know, LLMs kind of doing, but you would not, I would not risk that. I don't know, something that large, that gets really risky. Like I said, I don't know the sophistication of their LLM, so like how they test it out first before launching, but that's very risky because, you know, it's code, and you switch out a 0 with a 1 and all your shit
you
gone.
can really create and on a big scale, right?
There's been a lot of talk among business people about the problems with for security. You know, supposedly the LLMs, the chatbots, when you're using them, they're not maintaining anything, but then sometimes the firewalls don't work exactly, and as you know, so a couple of things I want to mention. So the woman who does, like, because she's blind, makes use of the voice assistant on her phone a lot. I have to say a couple things. One, it's been getting a lot worse lately, like noticeably worse. And I think that's probably because it's the integration of the LLMs into that is from what I've been reading, that's a likely cause. And then also she hates it. Like, it's not a good solution. And that's what, when I started hanging out with her, is like, oh, so here's like the use case where this would actually be really useful. But unfortunately, nobody is developing it for this use case. This is like, it kind of is useful by accident for her, for some, that's not what Steve or Altman, whatever his name is trying to, that's not what he's thinking about. I mean, it's been mind blowing to me to realize how bad voice recognition, or like text to speech to text, like just software to help people with visual impairments use computers is. and it's super expensive and it's not very good. And so anyway, there are definitely use cases that would be nice to see something maybe a little bit like what they're kind of pitching or what they've made. But unfortunately, that's not where the development money is going. It's not to fill those needs. And then I just had to mention, I think it's funny, Matt and I were part of a creative writing group a couple of years ago. We wrote a whole story that had an AI as like, even then I was like, the robot as the like narrator or whatever, but it's sci-fi kind of thing. And, but now,
But it
yeah,
was great, Josh. I think it's great that we did that. It was super interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It makes, but now I'm like, I don't want anybody to see that because they'll think I might be like, oh, he's into AI. made the whole story about how this co-op had their own personal AI.
Well, but the AI is also kind of as where we ended it. It was an AI. The AI narrator was teaching other AIs about the co-op. So it was almost like the AIs had taken over. Like it was just like
it's like a weird dystopian thing.
Yeah, there was a dystopian element to the story.
Yeah. Anyway,
all right, Nick, what we got to? I got to
tell
move.
Matt what to move.
What to do? What piece?
Let's see. Matt, you can move let's move another night.
Okay, I'm loving this dynamic.
Yeah.
So it's also, it's interesting to like think about what we think we're doing when we do that. Because like, so you just say a night, and then we have to figure out like, okay, what am I going to do? So I couldn't move the other night because anywhere I would move it, it would either be back to where it started or it would be threatened, and it was kind of like it's not worth it. On the other hand, I'm not that happy that I have to move this guy forward because I kind of liked. I mean, I don't mind it. At a certain point, I was planning on doing that, but it's not what I wanted to do right now. So it's kind of like
just
fun.
The hand, Matt. The hand does not get to make these kind of decisions. The hand just does what it's told. So.
No, that's why I like it. I love it. Yeah. It's great because you have to like kind of say, all right, if that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And so far, all right, Josh, how happy are you with your position?
I think it's fine.
Really?
I'm happy with it. Yeah.
You got that pawn hanging out. The pawn's hanging out there.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's still early.
And you're playing me, so you can't be that scared.
Josh, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go with a pawn.
Yeah. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do want to do that.
So, Josh, you always do confirm move. That's interesting.
4. I do. Well, I've got it set up like that for because with our correspondence games, I think that's like the default or something. But at some point, I changed all of them to that so I didn't accidentally drop a piece and when I'm thinking and then be like, oh crap, ask for
I've done that. I've done that a lot of times.
Yeah.
So here's a funny thing. We had a little co-op study group meeting last week, and my farmer friend Dan couldn't make the meeting. So I asked him, like, okay, is there anything you want to add to the mix, or any thought that you want to share? And so he had heard a podcast, I don't know who it was, where the person was explaining the idea of co-creation, because we were talking about the C factor, which is all these co-words. And he would like cooperation or collaboration or communication or all those words. And he's like co-creation. And I was like, co-creation is I think it's the most fundamental sort of C word there is for cooperatives, but it's also the word that is the most, in my mind, anti-AI word that there is. But some people who like AI see it as co-creation, like Vanessa Machado de Oliveira, who wrote Hospice in Modernity. She totally pitches it as co-creation with the AI. And I find that so obscene, but she's like, that's what it's
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. I
I
feel like
mean,
that's like. I'm sorry. I was just gonna say. I feel like that's like how you say it. Like, what is this? Square in a circle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yes.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
It's just, I mean, I think there's a lot of misunderstanding, and there's been a lot of obfuscation about what an LLM is actually doing. And the people like the Sam Altmans of the world just want to tell you, like, oh, it's like magic, basically. Like, we have no
Yeah.
idea. It's just,
Yeah.
we don't know what's going on. It's like,
We
no,
don't
we know exactly what they're doing. Token transformer models are not like some brand new, it's not mystical technology. And basically, you can think of it as like a statistical model, like it's generating statistically probable text based on a
Right.
whole lot of other text it's looked at, but it's just running statistics basically, and that's why
Right.
it gets things like wrong in weird ways often. And as David Gerard, who does Pivot to AI, it is a blog and he has a YouTube channel. And if you want to hear about everything that's wrong with AI, he's a good one to listen to. But as he's pointed out, that there's no difference between when an LLM gives a correct answer and when it gives a hallucination. Like, it's doing the exact same process. It's just sometimes that process leads to the right answer and sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, they call it a hallucination, but it's not. It's just that thing. And so when people talk about co-creating with an AI, it's like, it's just you're dumping a bunch of stuff into like a machine, turning the crank, and it does its mechanical thing, and then you're messing around with it. There's no intellect, there's no intelligence there.
Right.
And it's
like
so
saying,
silly.
It's like saying you're co-creating with a photocopier.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, and I've seen it like described like that in some science journal. It wasn't a journal; it was like Science Daily or something. But they're talking about the headline. Well, it's funny. The headline was, AI discovers some new science thing, and it was like dealing with astronomy. And in the article, the scientists were very clear. No, the AI didn't discover anything. We wanted to look at this huge amount of like stars and data, and so we made an algorithm to do that, to automate that, and it found this thing. We're the ones who don't, and it's but it's, I don't know, a lot of people want to believe that we're living in the sci-fi reality of like Hollywood and everything, and yeah, it's a weird time to be alive for that reason. Like,
we don't even have flying cars.
The David Graeber argument. Where's the flying cars?
But in the fun, I mean, there are people though who still think that flying cars would be a good idea. Like, don't we all know that that's just, it only works in a movie? Because think about it. Just drive into 3 dimensions. Think about it. Like, it's not going to work.
Oh shit! Where I am, if there were flying cars, they would be these gigantic, oversized black pickups belching smoke like crazy, because that's what the cars
into
are.
mountains,
right? And they'd be flying. How much worse would that be? God, that's terrifying.
But yeah, it's just like, there's a lot of sci-fi stuff that it sounds good. It's good in a sci-fi novel, but does not work in reality. Like,
do not wish for that.
So,
all right, Vic,
but anyway,
what's up?
Yeah.
Who's up? Oh, okay, Matt. I had one in mind. Let's see. Let's go with another pawn.
Aha. Okay. This is going to get interesting.
No fair teaching him chess principles in the middle of a game now, man.
What's that?
I said, and no fair teaching, trying to teach chess principles in the middle of a game. Just move a pawn.
Just move the pawn.
Not saying you were doing that. Just anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
It's violating.
Dang. Man. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
There's
You're
useful
ready for
stuff you
this
could
one.
do with pawns, I think.
Ah,
Okay.
Awesome. I was just
Okay.
gonna say, Josh, to be
Yeah.
clear about the probability, this is where they're extracting that whole we don't know what it's doing. That's where they're extracting that from. It's just the probability. Like we don't know
Oh, yeah.
those probabilities, like how
Right.
it comes up with these probabilities. Yeah, because that's the way how it was written.
Yeah, you just made it really complex, but it's like,
right.
I mean, I don't know if you know the John Conway's Game of Life. It's not a game. It's a simple mathematical thing where you have a grid, you have an infinite grid, and each of the squares in the grid can either be black or white, on or off, and you just write simple rules for how the cells determine whether to turn on or off. So if a cell is on and it has 2 or 3 of its neighbors that are on, then it will stay on. If it has less than 2 neighbors on, it will turn off. If it's off and there's 4 neighbors on, it'll turn on, whatever. So you just have some simple rules like that, and then you just let it iterate. You just start with a random scattering of points on a grid, and you apply these rules, and it just iterates over time. Well, it makes a lot of really cool, complex patterns and things, and you can like go on, you can look it up on YouTube with like, and it makes, it looks like there's some kind of intelligence going on in there. You can see like little things moving across, and there's interactions, and it's all very like spooky and mysterious and quote unquote like. And that's kind of like the point is you can just take a few very simple things, you can get very complex behavior out of it. And even though you can take any random scattering of points, and it's not possible to tell what it's going to look like 150 iterations down the road. You just have to actually go and do it, right? To figure it out. It's like that kind of thing. And so it's like, Conway's Game of Life is the same kind of black box where it's like, well, yeah, it's too hard to sit down and us to do the math by hand to figure it out, but we know essentially what it's doing,
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Let's see who's up.
Oh, I am.
Josh is up. Okay. We are going to go with. We're gonna go with one of the knights.
Okay. Knights are in the game.
But do I actually? I don't think I want to move that one.
Oh,
let's go here. I don't want to move this one. Do you know why? I don't want to let Matt get rid of this knight. He doesn't like this knight on the outpost. Although it's probably a good spot for it, I will say. It's not a bad outpost.
There is some protection you got there.
Your knight on the outpost.
Yeah.
Well, you were
interesting.
You were not liking it there. I didn't want to give you an opportunity to get rid of it, but I guess it doesn't matter because the brain has to.
Exactly. I know. I keep trying to think about what I'm going to do, and I'm like, well, there's not much point in that.
Doesn't make much sense.
It will all depend. Right. It'll all depend.
Oh man. I'm gonna say bishop.
Bishop.
There you go.
All right. It's not going to be an exciting move.
Oh, but that's the one. You got a fianchetto of the bishop. It's kind of biting on granite there, as we'd say at the moment.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Josh, I'm gonna give you a knight.
Okay. Again. Well, I think.
Okay.
Do that. Now,
all right.
Stizzi, do you know about the castling rule? Do you know castling in chess?
Like swapping the castle and the what is it, the king or the queen?
Yeah, the king.
So I was
Josh,
I was going to say Matt. Well, no, I'm saying if Stizzi says either move the king or the rook, and castling is a legal move that we can castle. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to say
Yeah.
castle for us to castle, right?
No, that's right. You can just say king or either way. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're gotcha. Doo-doo-doo. Oh man. All right. Well, let's see what happens if we go with another night for Matt.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I
all
feel
right,
like
all
this is
right.
a
Are we gonna see a retreat?
You're giving me some
No.
interesting choices.
place to retreat to.
I mean,
I mean, you don't want to just move a piece back to the same place that you just moved it from. There's no point to that.
I know
Really?
sometimes it can be part of your calculus, right? It's like if it's not worth
I
visiting.
mean, yeah, it can be, but it's always so sad. I would. You just move
Yes.
forward. You're just moving forward.
I mean, I guess it's not exactly my ideal, but what the hell?
Oh, okay. That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking your other night.
Just to like what F3 and
Yeah, moving it. Yep, to
log up
F3.
the channels over there.
Oh, man.
Well, oh wait a minute. I gotta wait. I don't get to move.
Yeah. Josh, you are not the brain, man.
Oh man.
You're the hand. Get it straight. You're the hand. You're the hired hand.
Right. Anyway, let's just remember what. Okay.
You are the hand. Get used to it. This is what it's going to be like under AI, Josh.
I know. Just have to try to make it work somehow. Like,
You're going to keep getting these instructions. You'll be like, okay, that's how it has to be. That's how it has to be.
We're gonna go with a bishop.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
we
AI is
are.
my friend. This is great, Josh. This is a serious challenge. I like it.
All right. We're down a piece. No. We're down a piece. It's all right.
Get ready. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
I've seen
what
worse.
Does Vic have to say?
All right, we're Vic. Gonna go. Yeah, we are going to go with a castle.
No, I mean, well, yeah, I guess you could.
I love it.
You don't. I mean, it's a good move.
I'm
now
not the
you
hand.
want a castle.
I love it.
Right?
I'm dying, but I love it.
Yeah.
This is the way the game should be. It's like, oh man.
If I say the obvious moves, isn't that like me playing? Like.
Well, but it's not. You're only saying the name of the piece. I mean, that's only part of it.
We might see it differently, right? So that's the problem.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
That's what's so great about it is it's like your brain, like our brains are trying to interpret what your brain has one vision, our brain has a different vision. It's the same piece.
You know what's so funny is like playing the brain, and as somebody who doesn't play the game, right? It's like I'm like constantly blundering. You know what I'm saying? So I think I have to like compensate the blundering with the like, I don't know, with like just weird moves or just kind of, because I'm watching. I can't deny that I don't look, I can't see the board. You know what I mean?
Right. But I don't think, I mean, it's not like you're blundering exactly, because I just feel like you're making us play pieces we wouldn't play, but that's sometimes, not always, but it's because, but in a way that's really liberating, because it's really helpful sometimes to have to think, well, if it was this other piece, then what's the best thing I could do with that piece? And it's like actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
I kind of enjoy it. I'm enjoying the process for sure. I would totally do this game again. This brain hand chess. I think it's a very cool idea.
I feel like Josh has a little bit more of an analytical perspective on this, maybe.
Yeah, that's why he wins most of the time. Man has got
this may be healthy. This may be good for you.
No, it's because I got too much. I don't have enough stuff going on in my life.
Oh man!
You know, when somebody gets good at chess, it's usually a bad sign.
No, no, it's because you enjoy it. That's all.
Tell me what to move, Stizzi. Well, you got me.
Oh,
that's
right. I got you. Yeah, we are going to do.
I'm not going to point to the piece I want to move.
Do it, Josh.
No.
No hints. No cues. No references and no oblique references in what you're saying.
That's right.
No, yeah, we are going to go with a castle. We're doing a castle.
Ooh.
We are fearless. I mean, technically, I don't know how it works in real hand and brain because it feels like the brain shouldn't say castle because that is a very specific move.
Oh, you're right. It should just say king.
They would just say king or rook, and you could.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right because the king could do different things.
I'll tell you this. I meant to say rook. I didn't mean to say. I look at it and it looks like a castle to me. So.
Oh, you're like rook like castle. Yeah,
okay.
That's my bad.
I would have done that anyway.
Rook is the actual terminology. That's right. So.
Yes, it is a rook. Although
gotcha.
I believe it's just called a castle in other languages, like their term for a castle.
I feel like it's. Well, when I first learned, there was a book and it used both, I think. No, but I guess rook is the right term. Yeah.
Well, I think castle is not incorrect, actually.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is.
That's why I call the knights ponies. They're just ponies as far as I'm concerned.
The horses.
My Little Pony. That's how the full term when I use it professionally. All right, Vic. What do you want me to move?
Let's do a bishop.
Okay. I got an idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Oops.
All right. Just name pieces. I'm almost wishing I would have put a clock on this. We could.
Oh, I know, right?
That would make
it really chaotic.
We wouldn't have any time to have discussions. Important discussions.
Well, that's what I thought. But it has been an hour. So.
What are we doing? 90 minutes?
Want to be around
here, 90-minute thing? I think 90 minutes is fair. Right? I mean, we can't expect anybody to actually sit through this.
Oh no! Well, you know what I'm doing. This whole shebang is to farm content for shorter clips. Is just to have us doing something and then get us talking about things, and then Matt, you had your little story or whatever. Like, okay, there's a nice little 2-minute segment that I can clip up and put on YouTube because it's it's hard to find content to put on our channel when we're not. I don't know. Ever since Chris has was able to be so active with our video stuff, it's made it
right.
We haven't had nearly as much content. So, but yeah. All right, tell me what to move, Stiz.
I got you. Let's go with
type of piece.
We're gonna go with a knight.
No, Matt. I feel like I'm being.
Josh, you don't know what it's gonna do. You don't know, right?
I feel like I'm being
know.
like it's.
You don't know, Josh.
I,
This could
ganged
work
up
out
on
for you,
here.
you know?
have no idea what's going on this
No,
board.
no, it's good. It's good.
If it's
I love
not
it.
obvious, I have no idea.
Okay.
And I know,
No,
and I
it's
know
all-
I
this
can
This
see the
is
knight right there, and I can see
a very funny position.
the pawn, but I'm absolutely
I'm
avoiding
kind of
that
liking this position, I hope.
to
But we don't know.
keep it interesting.
All right, Vic, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? This is going to be
I
great,
got
whatever you
you.
come up
Let's go with a you're white, right? Okay, pawn. We're gonna go pawn.
with. See
There
what
you
I'm
go.
saying? Because I love it.
Yeah. Well,
A pawn.
you got an easy fork there. I mean, not like I had a lot
Yes,
of good
that's true. I
moves
know.
that
Wait, but
night.
you quiet down. Quiet down there,
Okay.
Davis.
All right. Let's go with a for Josh. Let's go with another rook.
Another rook. Okay.
Mhm.
The rook is going to do
Suppose
something. Okay.
we'll go there. Get him ready.
Stop that language, Josh.
All right, Matt. Let's see. Let's go with a bishop.
No,
Oh,
no,
wait.
we're talking.
Oh.
Nope.
No, you said it.
He
You
said
said
it?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, you said
It's
it.
like
I
touch
touched
move.
the piece.
Yeah, it's touch move.
All right. Let's go with a rook for Josh.
All right.
Let's go with a pawn.
Okay.
The carnage. Carnage is gonna
Carnage
get
is really
bad.
opening
The
up here.
dam has broken.
There's blood on the floor.
Yep, there's blood on the floor now.
Blood on the board.
Oh
yeah.
man. I feel like I shouldn't be looking at these pieces. Okay.
Just like
Let's go with okay, Josh is up. Josh, we're gonna go with a rook.
Okay.
All right. All right.
All right. We got rid of that threat.
Matt, let's go with that bishop, with a bishop, excuse me.
A bishop. There's only
There's
one to
only
work
got
with.
one
So
left.
let's
There
see.
is
The
only
question
one
is,
bishop,
what
yeah.
do it.
Only 3 choices.
What are we gonna do with? Let's see. All right, I'm gonna set it off with a pawn for Josh.
Oh.
Really do it.
Got to think about that.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
why not?
Okay. Matt, we're gonna go with a knight.
Right.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
a night.
Josh, let's go with a pawn.
Which would you gonna choose?
I think we're gonna go that way.
I would go. Yeah,
I mean,
I know which way I would go. Let's see if you do it.
oh,
Matt,
Yeah,
I'm going that way.
totally. Yeah, that's what I would do too.
Matt, let's go with a knight.
Thank you.
Good. On the way. Oh, it's got a nice. Oh,
Josh, let's go with a Let's go with a pawn.
Which one do we want to go with? Yeah.
Matt, let's go with another pawn. Now, I just want to make note, I'm not going to go off the most obvious because I don't know what's the most obvious. Just making that clear.
Right.
It's good. It's all good. I love it.
Especially with the pawns. There's so many.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I got no complaints.
Never know. All right. That makes some sense.
Josh, let's go with we're gonna go with another pawn.
Another pawn. Let's see. Should we take back? I mean, for a penny and for a pound, why not?
Matt, we're gonna go with a pawn.
It's the pawn storm time of the game.
Let's see. Josh, we're gonna go with another pawn.
I'm loving it. That's
we
like,
can
okay.
do that. How about we attack the knight?
Yeah, interesting enough, Matt, we're gonna go with a knight.
Okay, so this is now an interesting.
Well, you got a square. It is.
I mean, it's interesting because you have to calculate differently, knowing that you don't control the next move exactly, right? So you're kind of
right.
You kind of have to think like, okay, so what's giving me a broader range of options? I think this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Let's see, Josh.
Yes.
Let's go with a rook.
With a rook.
He was happy to hear that word, I think.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
This game has to be the most painful game you guys have ever played.
I think it's completely great. I love the.
I'm having fun.
The challenge is just totally cool. It's like you have to really. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
Different calculus. Constantly changing calculus. It's kind of cool.
Matt, we are going to go with a rook.
Oh, yeah.
A rook. Not gonna lie, I was hoping I would get by leaving that undefended for a while, but
seems like you've miscalculated. Sorry, Josh.
Oh no.
I love it.
Well, that's the question. It's like, well, do I think you're going to tell Matt to move the rook next move or not?
Yeah.
You know, kind of calculation.
Right. Yeah. Let's see. So Matt.
Oh no, it's
Josh.
Oh, it's
Josh.
Okay,
it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't.
Yeah, it's like I want to stare at this board and understand, but I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna have to go with another
Yeah.
pawn.
Definitely making me be more creative about pawns. The other thing is, this is, I think, more of a struggle for Josh than it is for me because, you know, I don't think that far ahead. Josh only has these very elaborated plans that he has to keep changing.
God.
For me, it's just kind of like, not as far ahead as I always think. So it's all right with me.
No, I can only imagine the effort of recalculating.
Well, yeah. Who's calculating now?
I
No,
was going to say, don't let us overstate that.
no.
Let's see.
All right.
So Matt, let's go with a bishop. Pawn.
With a pawn.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Got a couple.
Yeah.
Still move.
Thinking here for a sec.
3.
It's going to make the most sense.
Okay.
Wait, so how about this? How about at some point? I mean, would we be able to like disconnect the brain
And just let us play the game out?
Well,
what do you mean?
Just have Matt and I play the game out? Is that what you're saying?
No, I can mean in life.
Say again,
what do you mean?
Yeah, no. Maybe for like the future. For the future games.
Right.
At some point, it'll be like we have this kind of random setup. I feel like we're too much into the game. We're like too far into the game for me to like step back. But before this point, it will be like maybe an option to like step back and actually watch the game out play between the two players and the decisions after a creative setup.
I mean, I think Josh and I could pick up from here, and it'd be pretty entertaining to figure out what on earth would we do. But we could.
Would it?
Yeah.
We could totally.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sure.
I would be curious. I would definitely. Yeah, this would be entertaining. I got you guys. I screwed up everybody, and I want to see it play out.
Okay, so you want us to do that now?
I'm down with that. If it's okay with you
sure.
guys.
That would be
sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we'll finish up the game.
Rule is there are no rules. So okay.
So how about maybe next time we do this, we can do like a randomization. If we only have 3 people, we or something like, we can do like a randomizer for the picking the piece. So it's even. There's no just like roll a dice or something. Draw the pieces, like have a bunch of pieces of paper with the names of the pieces on them, stick them in a hat, pull them out. Like, okay, you're moving a pawn. So it's just random. There being a brain at all.
What if you did a rotation of the brain? So each time the brain is a different person.
Oh,
that's interesting.
And you rotate through the sides. So it's just pure rotation. You always have to play the game from both sides. Everybody's playing the game from both sides. That could work. It'd be a little hard to keep track of.
Yes.
All right. Let me see what I'm going to do here. And get on with it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. But of course you're not Okay. All right, Matt. This is basically if you can't finish me off in this position, now come on.
Yeah, I know.
Figure it out. Figure it out.
It's-
There's got to be a way.
It's true. It's a little embarrassing for me if I can't take advantage of being so far up in material.
Yeah, I've got a pretty good castle going here, though.
But let me think here, because well, didn't move.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of thought you were going to do that. But, all right.
Okay, now comes the challenge. I think it's going to go. Okay, let me just think here. Okay, maybe. Come on, baby. Oh, wrong piece. All right. Yep.
Oh, really?
I think.
That is okay. I mean, why not? I guess.
Yep. Well,
but that doesn't really do the trick, though. Take it there. It doesn't really make any difference. All right.
interesting. Oh, I see what you're thinking. Like it just ends up being the same thing, but it doesn't, Josh.
But it doesn't. No, as soon as I did that, I'm like, oh, I think that. Well, it's not. Is it mate? I don't think it's checkmate yet. But
No,
yeah.
but it's not good.
It's close. Well, it hasn't been good since I lost my queen.
it's been a challenge.
No. What do you do?
Think about this.
Yeah, it's annoyingly difficult sometimes to finish these off. Although I think, just doing any something like even obvious things like there's a pawn that's available to be captured. Like there's
Oh, well, that's true, right? But I'm not so sophisticated.
Yeah, there's a rook. Yeah, I mean, might as well just start trading pieces.
Kind of, right? Because
yeah,
it's a little bit of a.
I think. I mean, that's the general rule. If you're up a piece, then trade pieces. If you're up a pawn, trade pawns. Yeah, what do we do?
Okay.
They were just going to be annoying. Let's see. What do you got to do?
I mean,
yeah, it would. I mean, at some point, you just start pushing pawns, right? I mean, that's what you're not going to checkmate. I don't think with what you've got.
With you don't have enough
right now.
to get you.
Yeah, and I'm too well defended. But as soon as you push that pawn,
right
on pass,
then you have
like there's nothing. I've got no defense for that. Yeah, because all my pieces are basically trapped where they're at now. Yeah, like what do I do? I'm basically, I guess, doing the same kind of thing.
Yeah. But then
But
I'm
you got
like,
the fence.
yeah, now you have to figure out a way to. Well, that's not gonna. But all right, I got a second. What do I do? Boom. Well,
you just have to try to defend the queening square, but it's
I'll
not
take
going
that.
to work. There you go. Yeah, this is when the blunders. I don't need Stizzi's help to blunder. I can do it all on my own.
Oh. And let's hope that I'm not.
Oh, wait a minute. That's mate, isn't it?
It should
oh
be.
no, I can go there. All right,
Right,
so checkmate in one now. There you go. Good game,
There it
Matt.
is.
And
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I was that
Okay.
it's interesting. It's like it's also interesting to think about brain and hand at the different parts of the game, because that is an interesting point. At the opening, in the opening section, there's so many possibilities still remaining that
Yeah.
you actually, I found that part really entertaining. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, there's a lot of, and then you get to the ending and it starts to feel more like there's more of a gap between what you'd like to do and what the call is. The beginning,
Right.
it's kind of like, oh shit, okay, cool, making me do something different. I like that.
Yeah. The later you get in the game, the more it is like there's only a couple moves that you really want to, that
It's like the
you're hoping
necessity
for. Yeah.
tightening up.
Yep.
Interesting.
Well, thanks
All
for
right.
joining
Yeah,
me.
good game.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Good
that
job,
was entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of people in and out. I put this live stream. They have you can tag it. It's almost always news or nonprofits or nonprofits and activism or business, I think, are the two that I go with. This one I did gaming just because we got to get a different audience. We had so many more people just randomly popping in and out than ever on a normal live stream. So
did we? Have you been watching how many people are coming in and out?
Yeah, I can see how many people are watching. And so I mean, we had 10 people for a while watching, it's that was random and more than normal. So anyway,
hilarious.
I think we got some good stuff to chop up. But anyway, I think we're gonna say goodnight to the live stream here.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll be back again next month or some other in a while.
Yeah, keep me in the loop.